Shake Table Lab by Merrick. I have finished the first story and I am making the supports for the second. Now I am lengthening the straws to accommodate the second floor. Finished the first story and now I am adding the second story supports. Almost done. I am now working on the second floor of my structure. Finished my building, and I am now ready to go on to the testing and strengthening processes. Now I am done with the base structure, and I am ready to go on to the strengthening process. In order to test my structure, I put in 10 sandbags and nothing happened. So then I went on to test them with 2 sandbags on each floor, and I tested them on the shake table. Nothing happened. My building held up perfectly fine and nothing happened. What I should have done is looked at what was going on during the shake table testing to find the weakest parts of my building. The 2 walls that I have highlighted in the picture in front of you are the 2 main pieces of my building which I was strengthening. The strongest parts of my building are the places that I have marked right in front of you. The 2 X's are very strong because the X pattern in my construction disperses the energy of the weight very well throughout the entire structure. But the most stable part of my building is the vertical straw going from the center of the top down to the center of the base. This is very important because it will disperse all of the energy from the sandbags at the top straight to the bottom of my base. The weakest parts of my structure are the side supports. In this case, these are the most important and crucial to my building staying upwards on the shake table. This is what I should have focused more on strengthening instead of the inner parts of my building. If I had done this, I may have done a lot better in the testing. This is where I added string on my structure to hopefully help support some sandbags while I am testing my building. Each one of the red dots in my picture in front of you is where I use tape to either connect supports or add strength to supports up on my building. We were not allowed to use tape as any sort of structural, we were not allowed to use tape as to wrap around our building so that our straws would not bend outwards, but we were allowed to use them to bond things together and wrap them around the straws to give them more integrity.
I think if the tape's gonna break off. I see it.
It's a beast! Right away. The blue lines describe the up and down motion. The orange data is the forward and back motion. The green is the side to side motion. My building supported a total of 9 sandbags. I felt confident that this would give me a good grade. My building failed at the bottom left-hand support, where all of the weight was circulated onto one support. If I were to build my building over again, I would create more lateral supports for the 4 support legs on the bottom of my building. What I learned about building strong earthquake-proof buildings is that you have to have many supports on your building to evenly disperse the shaking and the weight of the building for it not to fall over. What I enjoyed most about the lab that we did, the building project lab, is that we were able to do our own thing and kind of without any major instructions but some guidelines.